What's happening, everyone, and welcome back to the club. Joined by the full house today of Buvey and Adam McKola, and there is only one place to start.
It's Carrick, you know.
I mean, that is certainly the place to start. What do you reckon, Boo?
Well, it says on the script something else, Adam. I don't know.
I'm just getting giddy. Let me get giddy, man. It's good to be here, boys. Good to see ya. How you doing? Everyone all right?
Good.
Yeah, good. I mean, I suppose on some level, despite
Morale seems low around this table, man.
No, I mean, nobody's got much to be happy about. You're in turmoil, we're in turmoil, and Arsenal are going to win the league. What are we exactly meant to be buzzing about?
Yeah, that's sort of... City have messed it up, haven't they?
Yeah.
Well, 10-1 against Exeter City was a great result. I'm focused on the FA Cup, lads, to be honest.
You know what made me laugh about that game? One of the players from Exeter was like, tweeted like a picture of him walking out the tunnel at City and was like, what an experience. And then some Exeter fans went, you got battered 10-1.
Yeah.
What are you on about? Excellent experience.
You know,
but it is though, right? It's like,
Amazing. Yeah, must be
Yeah.
amazing.
would you rather, so you see with that, would you rather like a team like Man City, they show you all the respect in the world, but batter you like that? Or they just take it easy?
I would love to get battered 10-1 by
I'd
the
rather
way.
have 10, yeah.
I would love it.
So you learn more from it, don't you?
Be spinning. Your head would be
Also,
spinning.
it's a little bit of a... If you then did a podcast afterwards, right? You go, oh, how much knowledge have you learned in that 90 minutes? Phil Foden did this, and Semenyo did that, and Guardiola said this to me in the tunnel, and it'd be a fantastic experience to get battered. Do you know who? do you know who I felt? I felt so sorry for by the end. Macclesfield. Have you seen their draw?
Big up the Marnie Mellor and
He
the
looked
lads.
so depressed getting Brentford, didn't he?
Mate,
He looked so...
it was-
Brentford.
Is it at Macclesfield?
Mate,
or?
they did the fake
I
cheer.
don't know.
They did the fake cheer. So they're waiting for a Premier League team, and it goes Brentford, and they kind of go, and they did like a
He
fake.
handled it very well, the manager. He
Yeah.
said, oh, mate, Premier League opposition.
Yeah.
We're so lucky.
Yeah.
You know, with that
PR,
one,
they
though,
might win.
it's Premier League opposition, but you might. You might.
It was a great
They
cup
won't, they'll
weekend.
lose 1-0,
Because the way their minds will work is Palace are here.
Yeah, we're better than
Brentford
yeah.
are,
Palace is an
Palace are better
exciting-
than Brentford.
But Brentford, mate, it should be seeded. They should get Man United now. Well, not,
They
obviously,
deserve
they're not in it. They're not in it. But
Chance to be a fine.
yeah, you know, or
Mate,
Arsenal,
it was a great cup weekend. Do you know, it's one of those weekends of the cup where so much happened. There was so much to talk about. There's so many brilliant fixtures where you can use that weekend to go. If you don't love the cup, you are a dunce. Like
Yeah, the
that was
cup's
the
the best.
weekend. That was the weekend to prove it. But obviously, Manchester United went out, Adam.
Yes.
Out of the cup, you're going to play 40 games this season. It's the fewest games that you've played since 19.
And I'm heartbroken, I'll be honest with you. I love the FA Cup. We always have these conversations, so I'm not going to go over old ground about how much we do love the FA Cup and the memories that brings back. Obviously, United had never lost to Brighton in the FA Cup. I think we beat him in the 1983 final.
Not final. Brighton can't have been in. No way.
1983 final.
Brighton were in a final in 83.
1983 final. Run that up for me, Alpha.
I'm running
we
it.
did play Brighton in the 1983 final. We beat them. Proper knowledge up there, boys.
Jesus.
Brighton got to an FA
I'm
Cup
not just a
final.
pretty face.
Jesus.
Gary Bailey and goal for Man
Maybe they are a
United.
bigger club than you think.
They're not. I'm trying to. I'm looking at that Manchester United side as well. It's not exactly. Brian Robson captain. Okay.
Norman Whiteside.
Frank
Big Norm.
Stapleton, Norman Whiteside, Ray Wilkins, Alan Davis, Jonathan Creek in.
Gordon
Oh,
McQueen.
Tony Grealish.
Arthur Albiston.
Tony Grealish playing for Brighton. I know him.
Related to Jack?
No, well, he was Northern Irish, Tony Grealish. He was from Kilburn.
So you beat them in the 80s and now you lose in an embarrassing fashion in 2026. So
Yeah, I mean, it was a disappointing performance from United. I thought the first half was okay. The first half was okay. The second half was abysmal. Brighton were much the better team. It was disappointing to see young Shea Lacey getting sent off. Felt sorry for him a little bit. He
Crying,
deserved
eh?
to get sent off, I guess, by the letter of the law. But I just feel it was interesting to see Mark Halsey tweeting about it. He goes, the referee's got to show a little bit of common sense there. But I mean, he's got to go by the letter of the law. hasn't he?
common sense, that's
And
definitely sending off.
Shea Lacey has been electric whenever he's played for United in the small amount of time. So it would have been nice to see a little bit more of him. Season's over, innit? Man United's season's over.
What is it
We
now?
got
It's just
Michael
top four
Carrick coming
qualification,
in.
isn't it? It's just
Potential
that's
top
it.
four, top five. If Michael Carrick can steady the ship and get us going there, I'm kind of happy. Like, I know I alluded to the fact that I wanted Ole Gunnar Solskjaer back, and I still would have been buzzing to see him back. But I kind of agree with this decision more than I would have going with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because I feel like if you bring Ole Gunnar Solskjaer back, for as good as he was in his caretaker stint, and then finishing second and third, he still did have that period towards the end of it where it went very, very stale. And
I'm surprised you say that.
with the
If you were
fixtures
picking,
coming,
who
no, the
would you
reason
pick?
why, with the fixtures coming up, you got Arsenal and Manchester City, your first two fixtures. Now, Michael Carrick could lose both of those games quite easily. But let's say Solskjaer lost both of those games. Suddenly everyone's going, we're back here to where we were 3 or 4 years ago. It's nothing new.
I felt like it's so clearly Solskjaer's job. I really did.
But to be fair to this, a lot of what Solskjaer did was thanks to Kieran McKenna and Michael Carrick as well. They were part of the coaching team together.
He's not tainted in the same way Solskjaer is. And if it goes right, is there any world Carrick takes a long-term position at the club?
So it's a
rare thing, because what is going right, maybe a top 4 finish, that'd be a really strong season. But Solskjaer is never getting the job full-time.
But is that not a good thing? Is that not a good thing?
To prove,
yeah, of course. But Carrick could. There's a ceiling to Carrick. It's a lot higher than Solskjaer.
Just on that point, Booth, some of the reports came out. Now, you might be right, by the way. But some of the reports that have come out since, they both had discussions with Solskjaer and Carrick, is that Solskjaer's viewpoint was that I can do really well, get top 4, and maybe I'll get the job. Whereas Carrick's viewpoint was, I know I'm not going to get the job. I want to come here, do something really good, and then maybe get a Premier League team.
That's crazy. That's crazy, because what I would have thought that Solskjaer, because of the Rio Ferdinand famous clip after Paris Saint-Germain, sign the contract, because of that, nobody would have ever said, like, Solskjaer could win every game between now and the end of the season, and people would have still said, don't give him the job full time. Whereas Carrick, that he hasn't tainted.
Can I tell you why it's a bit different? You know, with Ollie, he had that amazing start. He finishes second, he finishes third. And a lot of people feel like the transfer window just before he got sacked scuppered him. Like the club done him over. Like bringing Cristiano Ronaldo back wasn't something that anyone really wanted to.
Yeah.
We were supposed to spend that money on a midfield. So there's a lot of feeling amongst Manchester United fans that love Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as unfinished business.
Yeah.
And so, you know, if he does get top 4, then you go, give him the job.
I just think he's a better manager than Carrick, though. Like, if we're just being really basic, who's a better manager? The only manager that's got Manchester United back-to-back Champions League qualifications since Jose Mourinho, or the geezer that by the end of Michael Carrick's Middlesbrough tenure, Borough fan, like, I've got Borough fans in my life, right? My wife's from the North East. They were sick of him. Yeah. They were genuinely, you know, that kind of possession for the sake of possession. You go, what player has he really had an impact on? I think there's one. They always bang on about this Hayden Hackney. He elevated Hayden Hackney, and maybe you're looking at Kobe Mainoo. Can he do a similar thing? Elevating a midfielder who's an elite level midfielder himself. Chuba Akpom, obviously, scored a lot of goals. Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like Carrick isn't as good a manager as
he managed 3 games for us already, and he's unbeaten. He beat Arsenal, Villarreal.
That's nothing.
I know it's a small sample size.
I don't know if that means anything.
It's a small sample size.
I think we've covered over it a little bit too easy. For the money spent in the summer, for the money spent in the last 6 years, over £1 billion, for who Manchester United are meant to be. No cup competitions going into early January since World War I. That's the only reason that they had a shorter season previously, because of
broke for war.
So, I mean, it's actually depressing. It's actually depressing. One of the biggest football clubs in the country have got nothing to play for, and they've spent all this money. And
you know what else I just can't believe on it? I just cannot believe quite how badly it went for Ruben Amorim.
In a whimper, wasn't it?
It was but also he completely cracked.
But you see managers do that now, where they're going, I'll get out of here and make it look like I'm not to blame. Xabi Alonso's just done it.
Yeah.
Enzo Maresca did it.
Yeah.
Ruben Amorim, where they go, if I can make this, and look, the board made massive mistakes. Don't get me wrong.
He's smiling and laughing. He's smiling and laughing in his driveway or whatever.
I saw that clip. Yeah.
I would be too. You wouldn't. No, you'd be distraught if you've
got an issue with the board and they've just paid you 10 million to get out.
I know.
A little bit of it is going to be. I don't want them seeing me down.
PR I'm going to smile, though, mate.
But PR, forget PR for the fans. It's PR for yourself.
You've lost your job, and Manchester United are in a crisis primarily because of you. Don't be laughing.
Manchester United are in a crisis because of any manager.
They are partly in a crisis because of Ruben Amorim's contribution to the club.
Completely apathetic. Throwing the young kid in there, Darren Fletcher, young kid in terms of managerial terms, and then losing to Brighton's B team, like at home.
He was such a bad manager for Manchester United. He was so bad.
I do kind of like the fact that we're not rushing into. I know we can't really because there's no permanent choices available. But I do like the fact we're not rushing into a permanent appointment because there's nothing to play for.
But hang on, Adam, you can't honestly be supporting the idea of replacing an interim with an interim. This is the most like
Fletcher was just there because the manager got sacked.
Yeah, but why are you not now going for a top tier manager and getting him?
Okay, who?
Who do I think you should go?
No, who then?
Alonso.
No, I wouldn't say Alonso, but it's a shout.
You don't get the guy that's just left Real Madrid in that manner.
I think you go and you take Glasner. Now, literally today. I think you go and you take Unai Emery today. I think you go and you take Iraola.
Emery don't leave Villa whilst they've still got a sniff of a Premier League
He
title.
does if you're Man
I
United.
don't think he does.
Well, you've got to go and get him. Then.
Oliver
Make him an
Glasner,
offer he can't
I'm not
refuse.
sure
Turn him to the
anymore.
Godfather.
That's what money.
Areola,
Okay, what
I'm
about...
not sure.
what's-
So then you go, right,
Eddie
who are the
Howe?
other options? Thomas Tuchel, Julian Nagelsmann, Luis Enrique.
Eddie Howe?
Nah, thanks.
Roy Keane said Eddie Howe.
Roy Keane's wrong. Luis Enrique. They're going to be available in the summer potentially. You wait for the
you're not-
elite list
I'm
of managers
saying,
to be
with the greatest
available. You don't go with
you're
the
not getting
B
Luis
team.
Enrique. We have to say,
Mate, he's just
realistic-
rejected a
Eddie
contract
Howe
at PSG.
Eddie Howe is the perfect mixture of a young manager that
Eddie
can
Howe
grow
can get fucked.
with your club. Okay.
All due respect.
Eddie Howe, what?
We can get fucked. Don't want him anywhere near.
Okay,
man.
well, I'm just talking about him as a prospective manager. But it's not a Newcastle thing or whatever. He's a very good, bright manager. Roy Keane. One of your
Eddie Howe's
legends
better
said it.
than any manager you've had in the last 10 years.
We have Mourinho in that time.
Eddie Howe would do better with Manchester United than...
I don't want.
It's
Eddie
just
Howe
an example,
anywhere
but
near
you're
the
not Luis Enrique. I mean, come on.
Do you think that we put too much stock in Manchester United's past, Adam? I think you and I might, but do you think that the club do? I heard Roy Keane talking about almost the spectre of Sir Alex Ferguson hanging over the club. Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing? I think you referred
Well, Sir
to him
Matt
as a
Busby
bad
was
smell.
there when Sir Alex Ferguson came into Manchester United and built what he built and won what he won. Sir Matt obviously passed away in '94, but he was there during Fergie. That didn't make Fergie shrivel up and not do the job. The history of Manchester United should inspire and elevate and lift people to want to do better and follow in the footsteps of Sir Alex Ferguson. And I see a lot of people have been making... Look, Roy Keane's always going to have an issue with Fergie. I'll leave that aside. It's like watching your mum and dad fight. I don't want to get involved in that. Like, that's none of my business. Let them do what they got to do. But I've seen people kind of going, United need to move on from Fergie and move on from this. There's a reason United have their traditions, and it's not because of Sir Alex Ferguson. It's because of what went before him, Jimmy Murphy, Sir Matt Busby as well. Being the first team to go into Europe, having all those kids and all those kind of things. Like, Manchester United, now, obviously, times move on, tactics move on. You can't play halfbacks anymore and all those kind of things, and you have to move with the times. But Manchester United always have to stay close to their true beliefs and what has got them to where they are, whether that's fast-paced play, wing play, young players being in and around the squad. Those are beliefs of Manchester United. So you have to incorporate that into a manager's beliefs and in a manager's tactics. And get
So
that
Amorim
right.
was never going to work because he didn't conform to a lot of what you just spoke about. I agree with you, by the way.
When his system works well, and it didn't work well for Man United, your wing backs kind of give you that wing play, right? Obviously, it didn't work well for United, and we had Delo and Dorgu.
They have to
popping up
defend.
and
That's
all.
the point, isn't it? They have to
Yeah,
defend.
so it's... And obviously at Sporting, he brought through a lot of young players.
I saw
despite the
a good article about it that actually, you look at Sir Matt Busby, he had a changing room next to the manager that replaced him for about 10 years. So every time the new manager came in at Man United, he'd always be there.
That was an issue, yeah.
But Sir Alex Ferguson never had anything like that. And Sir Alex Ferguson's an unpaid spectator of the club. Yes, he calls certain people, he takes calls. But I've seen a good counter argument that he's not had a real footballing involvement for over a decade. He hasn't really been
He's not
assessed
involved.
in terms of opinions on transfers. He's not really been involved.
I think a lot of it
I don't
comes
think it's a
from-
real argument.
There was a thing that Fletcher said as well where he goes, before I took the job, I phoned Sir Alex for his blessing or something. And then people were like, oh, you wouldn't have took the job if... People do like Fergie's known him since he was 13.
Yeah, it's just
like,
courtesy,
it's like-
isn't it?
Phones
It's
everyone.
like,
Courtesy.
it's also, it's
You
like...
phone your dad if you got a new job or whatever.
It's not like
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
phoning Fergie and Fergie don't know who I am.
Yeah,
those
yeah, yeah,
those
yeah,
are
yeah.
grown up
It's more like a
together,
mate,
you know?
innit? It's
Yeah,
more like a
it's
mate.
like-
than-
it's
crazy.
courtesy. The job that you had, and when you gave me my debut, I am about to take. What do you think of that, mate? It's
Yeah.
only
And it's
courtesy.
also like
He's very old. I'm not to, but he's getting very old now. It's not like he's in his prime. Like he's still making decisions. Like he's not managing anywhere else. He's unpaid. He's just watching football matches because he loves the club.
What do you think now? You've got Man City on the weekend. Massive opportunity on some level, but also a really daunting fixture on the other. What does Carrick need to do to bring cohesion and clarity to this squad?
What I think he needs to do is create a connection between the fans and the football club and the football team. Sorry, not the football club. Create a connection there. Get Old Trafford buzzing again. Get us playing in a manner where it feels like we're fighting for something because the season's over. Like the season is actually over, so we need to go into games feeling like not an apathy to games.
because top four is still possible.
But for me,
That's the
well,
least.
everyone
Yeah,
sat
yeah.
here. If you're involved in a top four race in January and that's it,
Yeah,
your
it's a bit
season's over.
underwhelming.
We're used to
Yeah,
competing
yeah,
for
yeah.
Boring, isn't it?
trophies.
Yeah.
You know
What
I
do
mean?
you reckon, Buvey? Obviously, you need to beat them. Obviously, you need to beat them, right? To have any chance of winning the league. It's fair to say.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Does this appointment terrify you? Would you have rather been playing Amorim's team? Would you rather it have been Solskjaer? Or do you feel like this is perfect for City?
I'd rather have Carrick than Solskjaer. I'd rather have Fletcher than Carrick. So that's how I rank it.
Ali beat Pep more than Pep.
4
beat him,
times
didn't
in
he?
one season once, including I think it was League Cup games. So 4 wins in a single season against Pep Guardiola. So it would have been unbelievable in that regard. But yeah, look, I don't really worry about Michael Carrick. He never really set the world light in the Championship. Middlesbrough's not an easy club to manage. There's not loads of money in there. But look, it's embarrassing we're even talking about Michael Carrick in the job. Really.
Do you think you beat them on the weekend?
Yeah, easy.
Do you really?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Fair enough, Buvey. Adam, what do you reckon to that?
United will gift wrap the Premier League title to Arsenal in the next 2 games.
I've got a terrible
Make of that
feeling you're
what you
right. I'm not looking forward to it at all. We're live, in fact. Make sure that you tune in. We're going to be live Saturday morning for that game. It's Buvey versus McKola.
Let's go.
Did you see Jonathan Woodgate's part of his setup? Interesting.
I mean, I think he was part of his setup at Borough as well.
He's the former manager as well.
He was former manager.
And at
right?
Bournemouth, he's manager.
He'll be our
Yeah,
manager.
he came through at Borough, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but
They
he would
both
have been with
in
Tottenham.
that part
Tottenham
of
team.
the.
They would have been at
They both
Tottenham
would have
together.
probably grown up in that football team. What's that football team called by Newcastle?
Yeah. Nobody say
Wall's
it.
End.
Wall's End.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember reading Carrick's book and Carrick played for them.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's
Michael
always
Carrick's got a book.
Senrab versus Wall's End.
Carrick's got a book.
yeah. Why do you sound so shocked?
You know,
Almost-
everyone releases a book.
Mate,
these
almost
days,
every
don't they?
Premier
He's got
League footballer. Yeah.
multiple Premier League titles in the Champions League. He's
And a great story as well.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
like Stephen Ireland
Going
was
down to
released
West Ham when he was a kid, choosing West Ham over like
We
basically
need to
every
see
other.
if Gareth Barry has Gareth Barry got a book on Amazon.
I didn't even
Dennis
realise
Wise
he
has
was
got a great
Geordie
book.
till I read his book.
Didn't you?
Like,
Oh, mate.
I kind of knew he was. Like, I was a bit.
I reckon
like,
he looks like Geordie.
Now you say
Yeah,
it. Yes.
I reckon he looks Geordie.
United have a good link there with like Geordies playing for us. Brian Robson.
Name one other. Okay. Oh yeah, but another Borough one, right? He was Borough. My favourite ever image is when he was announced as their player manager and he wore a
Gary
jacket
Pallister?
and shorts.
Yeah.
Gary Pallister.
Pallister's up there, Middlesbrough. Yeah.
Steve Bruce.
Steve Bruce or Geordie. Yeah, there's loads. You're right.
Is Steve Bruce Geordie?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, he's a Newcastle fan.
But he's also a former Sunderland manager, so I think they might rescind.
Mate,
I think they might rescind.
Steve Bruce
it
is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Managed Birmingham Villa.
Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield United, Sunderland, Newcastle. That man does not worry about rivalry.
There's one in London as well. There's a rivalry in London he did.
Hull, he did Hull and
He did Hull, Sunderland, and he's done what else he do? Oh, he did Palace and Millwall.
Palace.
Sheffield went.
Did he do Millwall?
Yeah,
Palace.
I think he's done 2 in London that are rivals as well.
Yeah, he did do Palace, didn't he?
He never did
Millwall.
Palace. He got
He never
sacked
did
by,
Millwall.
Palace and Charlton?
Jordan had a thing with
You're
him.
not Charlton.
Jordan.
Mate, Simon Jordan. Not Jordan. He wasn't the Jordan. Yeah.
I'm
Taking
black.
Jordan into their
Like
first World Cup.
Katie
It's
Price.
Steve Bruce.
And Blackpool.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.